Hi again folks, how's all doing? This is a Hornby Ben that was sent to me by Margaret. She said she bought this recently but it doesn't seem to run very well, and she was talking about the front wheels lifting and flashes and shorting. All sounds quite dramatic. Well, let's turn on the power and see what happens. Well, yeah, it is rearing up a little bit. Not seen that before. Looks like something's jammed to me. Well, let's shove Ben into the shed and we'll see if we can sort him out. Right, let's get a look at little Ben here, see what's up with him. There appears to be a screw missing. The body fixing screw at the back there's absent, I think. Yeah, we'll see if we can find one that fits. So why is this doing that weird front wheel lifting thing? Yeah, those rear wheels are pretty jammed. There's no movement in them at all. That looks as if it's been broken at some point in the past there. I haven't worked on a Ben before, so I need to figure out how to get them apart. Sometimes these little 040 models can be a bit of a devil to get apart. It's got the clips at the back here that I think will do it. There's not much to lever that clip against. Right, come on. That's out. That. There we go. Yeah, that's been broken at the front. I don't think that'll matter too much, to be honest. So this has actually got a little gearbox. We've got a double gear in there, and the drive gear will be on that axle. Normally these are just sort of a direct worm gear to drive gear. Just hope we've not got a split double gear or anything. We've got 3 screws here. We'll undo those, and then hopefully we'll see what's what. Oh, gee whiz. So I think this plate here kind of clipped onto the underside of the chassis, but then we've got soldered wires onto the pickups on either side. Maybe if we just lift these pickups out. Is that thing going to come out? Come on. There we go. So we've got bearings, but that axle is just seized up. That one's okay. So yeah, that bearing there is completely seized. Yeah, it's just sticky, dry lubricant. It's like glue. We'll give it a good scoosh. And that frees them up. The drive gear isn't split or anything, so that's good. I'll give it a wee going over with a manky brush. Some nasty dry lubricant in that gearbox. I think I'd quite like to get that gear out to give it a proper clean. Looks like there's another screw underneath the motor. Oh, jins. Go. Move that. Undo that. Get that off and get that gear out. The good news is it's not split. But we'll give it a scoosh. Right. Now, get some fresh oil into there, into there. Right, okay, so that all secured back. Get these back in. Fiddle with these pickups. Right, okay, the wheel's in place. We'll get some fresh oil into the axles. And then we're going to get these pickups back into position. Oh no, we don't. To get this plate on, that's what we need to do. Lots of very sticky lubricant on there. Eesh. Looks like syrup. Right, so that wants to go like that, that wants to go like that. So I want to get this on and then clamp the pickups onto it. It's a very fiddly design, this. Got this one turned round. Right, that's the pickups in position. And they're kind of clamped in place with that part. So the axles are nice and free now. We've cleaned them, oiled them, we've cleaned and greased the gears. So I think that should be it. Let's need to kind of shove this back in. Where did that wee piece of plastic go? It's in there. That in place. I mean, it doesn't really need that screw at the back, but I'll see if I can find one that fits. And we'll glue that little piece of plastic back on there. But I think that should go. Let's pop him on the test track and see if Ben runs now. There he goes. A wee bit of a wobble, but then a lot of these 04 models do. You can maybe one of these. There we go. Go. And there we go. It's Ben sorted. Let's go and pull him out of the shed. And we're back in the room. Couple of problems. Firstly, I mean, yeah, I could see this was wobbling a wee bit on the test track, but yeah, it is pretty bad. So I had a look, and it seems to be the front axle, the drive axle, that's causing the problem. It's wobbling really quite badly. And as far as I can see, there's nothing wrong with the quartering or anything. It all looks fine. So I'm kind of thinking that it's the drive gear. These thin drive gears sometimes warp a little bit over time and start to cause the axle to wobble a bit. Or possibly, you know, as that rear axle was all seized up, it was putting a lot of strain on on the wheels, and it's maybe knocked the quartering out a tiny wee bit. So I've decided just to replace the wheels. I've got a replacement wheel set here, and hopefully that'll solve the wobbling issue. So we need to get the rods off these old wheels. I should just lever off. They unfortunately don't screw in. That one out. Just trying to get these crank pins back in. There we go. Tricky getting these in, they're very tight. Parallel pliers would be good for this, I think. There we go, that's better. Parallel pliers are wonderful things. There we go. That's the rods onto the new wheels. And we've got the tangle of these pickups to deal with. Better get some fresh oil into these shiny new axles. There we go. There's Ben with his shiny new wheels. So Ben's got shiny new wheels. Has that sorted the wobble? Yes, it has. We're missing a rear coupling. It's one of the push-on type. If I got one. There's one. There we go. Now this model does have a problem. It won't go around my layout. It's far too wide. It hits my platforms and some fences and things. So Ben can't do a lap of my layout, but we'll do some edited shots of him running. So let's go and pull him out the shed. Okay then, let's bring out Ben. Okay, so that's Ben sorted out for Margaret, the widest locomotive I've come across. I suppose the sort of layout this is intended to run on wouldn't really present the clearance issues I had in my layout. Interesting to see a double gear on this model, which helps it to run a little less manically than some of these Hornby 040s. It still wobbles a wee bit, as a lot of these 040s do, but the replacement wheel sets helped that enormously, as it was wobbling way too much. The main issue with the model was that the lubrication on the rear axle had dried up and was acting like glue. Once that was cleaned up and re-lubricated, it ran fine, but as I say, it wobbled just way too much, so fitted the new wheels. Okay, I shall get Ben packed up and sent back to Margaret. Catch you later, folks.